What is going on, guys? Welcome to my blind reaction of the third episode for the Fazbear and Friends On Tour series released by Steelwool on securitybreachtv.com. If you want to see this for yourself, I'll have a link to the video down in the description below, as well as the website securitybreachtv.com. In fact, I believe some new details to the website were actually added recently, so we'll go ahead and take a look at those at the end of the video. But as of right now, this is my blind reaction to the third episode of the Fazbear and Friends On Tour series. Enjoy. So again, this is my blind reaction to episode 3, and if you guys want to see this for yourself without my reaction, then you can go down into the very first link in the description below, and you can click on that. That will bring you to this exact video right here. And then if you guys like it, go ahead and come back to this video and tell me your thoughts on it. Tell me any theories that you guys come up with. But anyways, with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and get started with episode 3 of Fazbear and Friends On Tour. Closed captioning is on, by the way. I am curious if this is going to be the exact same way that the past two ones have been, where it's just like the exact same, you know, like layout and stuff, just in a different location. There's our first glitch right there. They are in a different location because the door isn't... There was another glitch. The door isn't red anymore. The doors are like blue. Whoa. Okay, this is a lot... There was another glitch. This is a lot glitchier than the last episode. In fact, the last two episodes, this is a lot more glitchy than the last two episodes. You can see, like, the whole thing is shaking now. The whole, like, the whole film or whatever you want to call it. There was another glitch. Could just be, like, film glitches, though. Yeah, like I said, the whole thing seems to be a lot more glitchy. It's a new song. The audio is a lot more distorted too. So it's, from what I'm noticing, is it seems like as it goes on, it gets more and more I'm sorry, what? What am I supposed to say to that? Well, I'm at a loss for words because I don't know what the hell that was. The only thing I can think of is just going back and looking at whatever the hell these glitches are. So let's do that. Okay, here's one. I think this is supposed to be Roxanne Wolf. It looks like Roxanne Wolf. Yeah, you can see like the white hair here, the red like clothes. So this is definitely Roxanne Wolf, and I'm not seeing a code anywhere. That's something I've started to try to look out for, is codes, and I'm not seeing a code anywhere on this one. But I did also see a lot of glitches throughout this whole thing, so let's keep looking. Okay, this is Glamrock Chica. 100% this is Glamrock Chica. There's one thing that this reminds me of, and let me see if I can find it. So as soon as I saw that, the very first thing I thought of was this right here, which was it was a picture that we got. It was like a screenshot or something, which was released a couple months ago during a live stream. But yeah, this looks to be like the exact same thing. Like you can see here, it's more close up in this picture. You can see here that her eyes are facing two different directions. And in this picture here, her eyes are facing two different directions. It also looks like she's missing her beak here, which if you look here, obviously she's missing her beak. So she's damaged in some way here, and it also looks like it might be some kind of jump scare position. So this might be like a screenshot from Glamrock Chica's jump scare when she's in the damaged and like broken down state. Probably later in the game if I had to take a guess. But once again, no code it looks like, so moving along, I guess. There was one, I think. No, I think that's just like a glitch effect. I don't think that's actually like a proper glitch that has anything in it. Although it was purple, so I'm just saying. If you know anything about FNAF, you know the importance of the color purple. So other than those glitches that I saw, I don't really think there's anything else important other than this. Which also, one thing I did notice while I was editing the last episode is if you pay attention to the numbers down here, you're gonna see that some of the numbers stop changing. Yeah, right there. So as you can see in these these past few frames, next few frames, whatever, you can see that after a while, the numbers 1, 1, and 2, they stop changing. I think in the first episode, I'm going to assume in the first episode, I might have to go back and look at it. but I think in the first episode, only one number stopped changing. The second episode, you know, two numbers stopped changing. So then we had 1 and 1 or 1 and 2 or whatever. And then now that we're in the third episode, 3 numbers stopped changing. And there's supposedly 6 total episodes of this. I'm not sure how true that is or how reliable. But if that's true, then we have 6 numbers and we already have 3 numbers signifying 3 out of the 6 episodes for 3 out of the 6 numbers. So maybe by the end of the last episode, episode 6, we will have the full code and then we can figure out, you know, where to go from there. But the main speculation, the main point of this episode, I'm sure, is to show off whatever the hell this is. Not the van. This. And there's literally only one thing I can think of, and it is some sort of amalgamation of just like different animatronics put together. And the reason that comes to my mind right off the bat is because there was a Security Breach trailer, I think it was the actual trailer itself, that was released a couple months ago. And at the end of it, there was this clip of like just this giant robotic arm, and it had like claws and stuff. I'll put it up on the screen now if you guys haven't seen it already. But people were speculating that that's William Afton coming back from the dead, and he's like, you know, put into some kind of man-made, handmade, you know, animatronic. And it just consists of a bunch of other animatronics melted together. And the way that that theory came up was in relevance to a Fazbear Fright story where that actually happens. If you guys don't want to hear this because you haven't heard anything about Fazbear Frights and you're looking to reading all of the books on your own time, which if you are, that's going to take a while because you're pretty far behind, I would recommend skipping until this timestamp on the screen now. But if you don't care about like spoilers or anything like that, then I'm just going to tell you right here. So basically at the end of every Fazbear Frights book, there is this little segment called, I believe it's about like the stitch rate or something, which I'll get into that in a later point, or you can look it up or whatever. I don't feel like explaining all that because I don't have a lot of time right now. But pretty much at one point or another in that story of the Stitch Wraith, there is a point where William Afton is like, he's brought back from the dead and he sucks in, like his spirit just attracts all of these metal endoskeleton parts and parts of old animatronics and stuff like that. He mashes them all together. Like his spirit, the force of his spirit is so strong that he mashes them all together, and it creates like this giant robotic spring body. Just this giant amalgamation of parts that form a spring body, and that's what people thought was at the end of the Security Breach trailer. And so I'm assuming that this is probably the exact same thing, and it's like a close-up shot on the feet. For all we know, this could be something completely different. We have no idea right now because all we've seen is the feet. I'm not going to go on Reddit for this episode because, again, I am running low on time and I do want to get this video out as soon as possible. So if you guys want to do some research on your own, then you can go ahead and do that. And once again, down in the description below, the very first 2 links will be links to this video right here, as well as securitybreachtv.com, which is the very first place that this video was released on. All right, so it's the next day because obviously, as I said in the last clip, I was running out of time, and I did in fact run out of time. So I'm here recording the outro to this video. And as I was editing it, I realized that I didn't actually include the new update to the securitybreachtv.com website. So that's what we're going to go ahead and take a look at right now before I end the video. All right, so this is Security Breach TV, and if you guys haven't seen this website, this is what it looks like now. And if you go back into my previous videos, you'll see that it has been changed. So normally there would be a Glamrock Freddy plushie here, but now there's a Roxanne Wolf plushie, and instead of it saying what it said before, I think it might have said like be safe or something, but now it says be careful. There's a cupcake here and a hot dog. I don't know if the hot dog was always here. I know the Glamrock oh, I can click on this. I know the Glamrock Freddy cup was here the whole time. We know all. I think that was there before. This is the button that you click to start up the new episode whenever it's released. So if I click this, it'll bring up Fazbear and Friends onto our episode 3, which is what we just watched. Yeah, and then you pause it and it just plays this noise until, you know, it eventually loops, but it keeps playing, and the only way to get rid of this noise, as far as I know of, is refreshing the page. But as of right now, that's all that we have, at least from what I've seen. So if you guys want to do some research on your own, But I hope you guys did enjoy today's video, and if you did, then go ahead and drop a like on the video, as well as subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more kind of content like this regarding FNAF, or really anything, because, you know, my channel varies. But let me know you guys' thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.